Good morning, friends. It's my day off, and so I'm chilling for a while this morning. I'll be getting busy later. Four of the bands I'm in are currently active, so I'm rehearsing with three different bands this week. So I'm busy and tired, but happy. I want to answer Mr. Hall of Fame's latest thread, and I want to shout out to you, Mr. Hall of Fame. I'm so glad to see you posting again. You really were one of my prime inspirations for showing my face. Matter of fact, it was you showing your black face that let me decide to show my black face. You inspired me greatly, along with the other folks I've mentioned in the past, Collector of Music and Dan from Canada. And I'm really glad that you have the time to post again. And so here we go with your thread. Number one, name, describe a trend that defines a group or genres that you like. And not a real trendy person, although I take note of trends. I just try to just do my thing. But I chose for this Black Clothing, Sisters of Mercy, and Goth. And I know that Sisters of Mercy probably are not, in their own definition, a goth band or ever were. But the black, the look, black clothing, make that type of makeup and that hair you used to see. I strongly associate with bands like Sisters of Mercy. I just really love the Sisters of Mercy, especially the first stuff. Bauhaus too, of course. You got to mention Bauhaus. But look at the band. You know, there's that, to me, the eternally cool look. Black leather, sunglasses. They look dead. They ain't got no color. You know what I'm saying? So that's my answer to number one. Black clothing, goth music. Okay. There is a concert in your hometown this Saturday. You have won front row seats. Which three bands are there? Who opens? Who's second? Who's headlining? Well, I just decided to pick three bands that I'd love to see that I don't know that I'll ever get a chance to see. And frankly, this order could be reversed. Any one of these bands could be the headliners, okay? Honestly. So the way I chose it to present here, because I really don't know what it would be like to see these three bands all at the same time. Probably exhausting, would probably be overwhelming. But the three bands that I'd really love to see are Art Zoid, Universe Zero, and then at this point I would top the night off with Magma. Christian Vander's explosive dynamic drumming and his very he's so emotional and trance-like when he plays drums. Love that man's drumming. So those are the three bands that I would see. Art Zoid, Universe Zero, and Magma. Okay. Number three, name 1 to 5 of your favorite intro licks must be in the first 15 to 20 seconds of the song. Okay. I think I'm going to play 4. I'm going to play them for you too, which I thought would be fun. This first one is going to be real obvious, but it's one of my favorites. No, not that one. Okay, here we go. Here it is. All right. Enough said, right? Led Zeppelin. I will never forget the first time as a kid I heard that. I heard it when it first came out. When did this record come out? Because I pulled it up. Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin. How old was I when this came out? 14 years old. I'll never forget. And I heard it on the radio of all things. I remember almost what I was doing, but I remember hearing that da-da, and my head up went like this. What the hell is that? So that's one. Another one of my personal favorite opening licks is from Catherine Wheel. The opening of this album, Texture, is the song on Ferment. So I just want to play that right quick. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, this shit rocks. Yeah, so that's another one of my favorites. Just love that one. Just love that. Okay. Um, I picked. Oh yes. Okay. I don't have this on vinyl because it's so expensive now to get a copy of. But another one of my favorite opening riffs, and I just love their riffs, is Opeth. And one of my favorites is off of Still Life, Moonlapse Vertigo. So let's play that right quick. Yeah, I love this. Oh, I love that. That's badass. That's some badass shit. I just love Opeth. Um, can't afford a deluxe version of the new one. Yeah, I deserve one. You know, we all do, but I can't afford it. Damn it! So I'm just gonna get a regular copy. Only one copy came in to Omaha this week. Only one copy in the whole damn city, you know. And one of the employees of the store snapped it, so I got to wait till they get it again. And the last opening riff that I want to play is one that is probably not known by many people, and it's the opening riff to the song "Living in the Heart of the Beast" by Henry Cow off of "In Praise of Learning." And I'm going to play this one off the vinyl because the CD version is remixed, and I do not like the remixed version. This one might be a little hard to hear. I'll give it just a little volume, but this is another one of my favorite opening riffs. Yeah. Talk about an intro, okay? Henry Cow. So those are four. I'll just stop there because, you know, it's I could go on and on and on and on. So let's go to the next question. A great thread, by the way, Mr. Hall of Fame. So the next one is number 4. Name 1 to 5 of your favorite non-guitar solos. And I just chose 3 to talk about. And the first one I won't even show because I talk about Genesis forever. But Genesis, the album, Selling England by the Pound, the song The Cinema Show. The last half of the song, the last part of the song features an extended, really well-written solo by the keyboardist Tony Banks. There have been many occasions, especially when I first got into the album, where that solo, as it would get to the final ascending, the ascending riff, would just bring tears to my eyes. That's one of my all-time favorites. Cinema Show by Genesis off of the Selling England by the Pound. Absolutely one of my favorite non-guitar solos. Another non-guitar solo that I must mention that came to mind because I've heard so much music, I can't remember sometimes, and that's why I get frustrated sometimes with answering threads. But Universe Zero, this is the second time I'm mentioning because this band is so freaking good. The song on here, Dense, D-E-N-S-E, dynamic song, but the featured solo on that song is Oboe, and it is so lyrical and so beautifully built up. You know, it starts out very serene and ends up really, really beautifully intensely. So that one comes to mind right away. The oboe solo off of this. Help me somebody. And the other one that came to mind that I could remember to share, because well, I thought about a lot of jazz, you know, and I said, okay, just pick one. One of my all-time favorite trumpet solos, period. For me personally, again, we're just talking about what we, you know, I ain't speaking for nobody but Dereck. Woody Shaw's solo, trumpet solo on Doctor Honoris Causa, the track off of this Zawano solo album. Oh man, I can listen to it over and over and over again. Talk about a complete and definitive statement. That's what it sounds like. I don't know how, I'm sure Woody Shaw, I have Woody Shaw besides this, and he plays beautifully. But this is like, it's almost like a thesis on the horn. And it's brilliant. It's brilliantly executed, laid out, started, and concluded. It's even though this is Joe Zawino's album, that trumpet solo for me is the highlight of this entire album. Woody Shaw lays it down on this one for Mr. D. That's one of my nicknames that I like. The last question I really don't have an answer for, because I'll be honest with you, I have some film and video ideas that I'm really kind of holding on to share with my movie friend. I've shared some of them with him. He keeps telling me to write them down, write them down. And I have some ideas that I think are actually pretty good. And I'm not going to share them here because I've never heard these ideas before. And if I tell them, I'm not going to give the idea away. I think I have a couple of really cool ideas. And so I intend to follow up on them and see if it's possible to make these things happen. So once again, Mr. Hall of Fame, thank you so much for your return. Those are my answers.